that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
Madden Football.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
7 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 43. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Mahomes now to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yard a long one, and he can't connect. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Again, it's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be marked down at about the...
Chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
hit the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, they're typically running.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 26 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails...
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who shook it up. They'll cover the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll go out of bounds in the end zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Running straight ahead, Taylor. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, they've run that running back.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Mahomes is going to run the option left. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. They'll go for a gain of... And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And some room to roam now. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Come on. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll It'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd and 9. So it's on to halftime in this AFC division. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Inside Charles Davis operating one, getting set for play number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
For about 5, close to the 40.
Get the punt on every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Colts coming out now. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the option to give to Taylor here. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
In this game, how about we were seeing the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Hurts. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. He'll be stopped at the 35, the number before he picks up 7 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
A gift for Taylor running right side.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Taylor. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mahomes.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Going to be caught here, left side, Moore.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mahomes will throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Hustle him up to the line here. Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's Mahomes.
He's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On the handoff, this is Taylor. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Now, during that run, an injury here. You got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Again, it's Taylor.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching.